Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MegaMek. Hello Virank, glad you could make it. Hope you're not alone. Um, we are going to be starting with this picket line breakthrough mission that we were assigned a week or two ago. It's gonna be tough. It says to expect a light screening force, but they are bringing 27,000 points worth of mechs. That's 2 full stars. And they also have a pretty nasty star of reinforcements. That's worth another 20,000 and change. On top of that, our reinforcement lance, Tonga Lance, has been delayed. And I don't know by how much yet, but if whatever the game decides to assign us seems unfair, I'm going to default to 1 by each point that we lost the roll by, so that would be 2. So I know that doesn't seem like much, but I feel like 2 to 4. Given that it was a roll of 6, if we had rolled a 2, that would have been a difference of 4. So reinforcements delayed by 4 rounds to me seems bearish. Yeah, here I am. Again, glad you could make it. Hope everything is going well for you today. Yeah, everything is going pretty well for me today. Had a dentist appointment. Hang on guys, give me just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I figured 2 to 4 rounds worth of delay on a roll of 6 is fair enough. And we missed the roll by 2, so that would be 2 turns delayed. We'll see what the game has in store for us, but there is a chance that we'll be changing that to 2. Partly because I'm a little afraid of how many mechs they're bringing, and I don't want my guys to be too badly separated. I don't want them to have too much time to gang up on my first lance before my second lance arrives. And yeah, we're only bringing 2 lances to their 3 stars, so I am expecting to get ganged up on a bit, and Wyvern, to boot, is already hurt. He was recovering from a head wound, if I recall. Yeah, he's still got 5 days left on that laceration. So he's going to be going in with 5 hit points. And yeah, they have 1-2 pilot and an Uller, 1-2 pilot and a Ryokan. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take a look at the terrain, but I'm torn between just booking it as fast as we can, but against this many mechs with this good of a pilot. I mean, well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 of their pilots are elite, plus the 2 1-2s, of course. That's 6 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 other units are actually only veteran. It's the same story. Well, it's almost the same story for the reinforcements. 1 super elite, 3 elites, and 1 veteran. A veteran and a crab, no less. A crab 20. 2 large lasers, medium lasers, small lasers, single heat sinks. Tough as a brick and about as cute. Yeah. Let's see. Other than deciding whether we're going to hang back and wait for reinforcements or just book it straight across before their reinforcements can arrive, I don't know. But But other than that, we do also have another battle on tomorrow, which will probably be a thing for next week. I don't know if we're going to be able to get started on that this week. We'll see how it goes. We have an allied base that we're going to have to evacuate. And that is going to be taking place on Sector 3 at this allied base of operations. Alright, no more dilly-dallying. We've got 2 rerolls. Map is Dust Bowl, Dawn Dusk, Clear Moderate Gale. We are bringing Stalker, which is kind of missile dependent. And we are bringing the Archer with the SRMs, but he hits anyway, so I think we're okay with a Gale. Moderate Gale might be a bit much, but yeah, mainly we're just going to be trying to get across the field. So I don't know if we're going to be trying to we reroll Dawn Dusk. No, because they're bringing like Gauss rifles and stuff, and we're bringing like large lasers. They're bringing Gauss rifles and stuff, right? The Uller Prime has a big gun, an LB5X, actually, that big a gun. The Ryokan Prime has a couple large lasers, right? ER large laser in the right arm, ER large laser in the left arm. Those have like PPC type ranges. You know what? We'll just go with what we got. No, we'll reroll Dawn Dusk. Daylight, Moderate Gale. Okay, let's start this game. And by start this game, I mean go to the lobby. Where we can take a closer look at their forces and at the map. And decide where to go from there. Did I freeze it? There we go. Okay. Compact display, show IDs on round 23. Round 23 it says. There is not going to be a battlefield left by round 23, let alone mechs on it. So yeah. Deploy for round 2, which is not much of a delay, I know, but their reinforcements are coming in on round 6 from the southwest. We're coming in on the south. Op 4 in the center. Friendly reinforcements in the south. The Beast Brigade, the Horse Infantry. Wouldn't that make them cavalry? I mean, I'm no expert, I'm just saying. Okay, we can sort by battle value. Big Bad is Stormcloud in the Ryokan Prime, followed by Pizza Party in the Ryokan Prime. Followed by Earl and Bijou in Black Hawk S's, that's the ones with the medium pulse lasers and the heat sinks to use them. The Ryokan B is also worth 3,000 points. He's got an Ultra AC-20 and 6 lasers. Yeah, Scarponi, you're a little light on points, and Wyvern, you're really light on points. Okay. So yeah. Oh, that is not much of a map. It's a good thing we still have a reroll. Let's add some. Can't say you've ever seen cavalry in BattleTech before. I think. I want to say I've seen Beast Cavalry in BattleTech before, but I'm trying to remember the circumstances, and I'm trying to remember what kind of animal it was, and I'm drawing a blank, so I may be making that up. I'm not sure I ever have either. We have one reroll. We're going to use that to add some woods to this map. Not a lot of woods, but it'll have to do. Actually, do we want to do that, or do we want to leave the map as open as possible and just haul ass? This, if we choose where we deploy properly, this shouldn't impede us too much. We've still got a couple of columns over here where we can get by with no obstructions. We've got a couple of columns here where you only have to go like up and down and then up. Or probably down and up and then down, I mean. Yeah, let's run with this. Wait, what? Oh, it's showing me Stormcloud for some reason. Well, it offers to let me deploy battle or minefields to the battlefield. And you know what? I think I'm gonna take them up on that. I think I'm going to deploy a minefield there with the maximum density of 30. I'm going to put a minefield here. Now that we're not talking about 10 levels at a time, we're going to go ahead and turn on isometric. We do have some ups and some downs. But mostly it's pretty clear. And then maybe one over here, stay there, where I'm not going to be going. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's see if we can trick any of them into... Oh, dang it, they're deploying in the center, not the north. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay, well. Okay, we've lost initiative going in, because they have a higher command rating than we have. Oh, wow. Cannot see anything. Okay, so we've got the beast infantry here. Jeez, even I can't see that, and I know you guys don't have the same resolution I've got. That under client settings, probably. Player color palette, let's change... I mean, it looks like this color is what it's in, so let's change that. Maybe to that. That was not it. View client settings, maybe it's this one. Let's change that to this one. Still nothing. Okay. Okay, well, it's a Ryokan. It's a Ryokan Prime, so it's one of their two biggest. We should probably, well, 1-2 pilot, so focus firing on him is not going to be as effective because he's going to be running and jumping. Ryokan jumps. Ryokan does not jump. Ryokan is a 690. Um, Start by putting our Warhammer in this hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get to there in one turn. And then we can lay down PPC and or laser fire as needed. Okay, they've added a light mech, they've added barbecue and pizza party. Pizza party is the other Ryokan. This is the 2-3 pilot, but still their second biggest bad. Barbecue is the Uller 2-3 pilot, Ultra AC-10. Big gun, little package. Let's concentrate fire on Stormcloud. Tentacle Shogun is in a 585. Still missing a large pulse laser, dang it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and concentrate on this right flank. There's Bijou, there's Earl, and Turnaround. Let's see, the Cestus. You know what? The Cestus is going to start over here in this heavy woods and maybe hang out for a turn or two. Jeez, there are so many of them. Let's see, our Archer is going to fall in behind Scarponi. We've lost initiative because we rolled a 3, and they got a 12 overall. Okay, the Beast Cavalry is marching in place. Scarponi. No, this is not Scarponi. Scarponi will advance into those woods as planned. Oh, they're already getting close. Vernita, maybe not hanging out in the woods. Maybe we can walk forwards, close some of that distance. Maybe get in a medium range hit or shot. Alright. Wyvern, no. We'll go with Tentacle Shogun. No. Tentacle Shogun will walk. That way Stormcloud has the least chance of getting behind us. Still got Tabloid, Bijou, and Barbecue. Still have Wyvern and a Horse Infantry. Battle Cobra 6-9 with a pair of PPCs. Yeah, he's definitely saving Stormcloud for last. Barbecue 6-9 Ultra AC-10. Yep. 6-7. That gives us a little bit of evasion. It gives us long range to Gongjin. Range to everyone. But he wants to be close with those SRMs. So oh, he is going to stay at long range. Okay. Save the SRMs for last. Our pony with the PPCs. We've got Gongjin on 9s. We've got Barbecue on 12s. Tabloid on 13s. So that's going to have to be Gongjin on 9s. Unless 10s and 11s. So that'll be 9s for sure. That'll be both PPCs. Let's see. Oh, the Cestus. I should have started with the Cestus. The Cestus has the Gauss rifle and Gongjin on 10s. And we'll throw in a 12 just because it doesn't cost anything. Got Gongjin on 8s with the large pulse laser, so that's going to be like 12s with everything else. No, 10s with the ER mediums. Actually, for a 10, I'm going to take the 8s because they are more cost efficient. And do we want to go up to 7 heat this turn? I think we want to go up to 7 heat. We'll hold off on the small pulse. Yeah. Stop at 7. We'll use the TSM maybe next turn. Oh, Tentacle Shogun taking fire from Earl. What does he got? He's got medium pulse lasers on 12s. Okay, that's not too scary. Last but not least is Wyvern. We've got Gongjin on 11s. +1 because of the moderate gale. +2 EMI. Electromagnetic interference. Why is there EMI? Why is it costing us more of a penalty than the moderate gale? Or we could start taking shots at Stormcloud on 11s. I think Stormcloud is honestly probably the more important target. I mean, we're not going to hit with any of these anyway, but we might get a lucky through armor crit or something. But yeah, the volume of fire is not going to be enough to really do much of an impact on Stormcloud unless we get really lucky. But we're going to do it anyway. The Stormcloud is returning fire. Okay, the Ryokan at Tentacle Shogun. Missed with the Ultra AC-20 and the ER mediums, all on 11s. Gongjin. Scarponi missed on a pair of 9s. Buzz in the Kit Fox missed on an 11. Tabloid in the Battle Cobra missed on an 11. Vernita in the Cestus hits Gongjin in the right torso with the Gauss rifle on a 10. Nice. He got the 10, she destroyed the searchlight, he's down to 2 armor on that right torso. Missed with the ER large, the large, and the medium pulse. Bijou fires his ER large laser at Horse Infantry number 2. He hits and kills 2 guys. The LB5X misses. The other Uller with the ER large and the LB5X both miss on 10s. Tentacle Shogun at the Ryokan hits him on 8s with the large pulse to the left leg down to 15. 7 to the right arm down to 11. Dang. 2 out of 6 on 8s. That's only 1 out of 3. On a 40% roll, 42 I think it is. That's a little disappointing. The Black Hawk at Tentacle Shogun, missing with everything, is fine with me. Pizza Party with the ER largest, shooting at Vernita on 11s, missing is fine with me. Barbecue, firing on Wyvern on 12s and missing is fine with me. Wyvern at Stormcloud on 11s, missed with everything. Could not roll an 11. And Stormcloud returning fire at Wyvern on 9s and 11s, missed with everything. Gongjin took 20 plus, needs a 5, gets a 7, so he stays standing. We have reinforcements coming in this round, which is just in time, actually. Wyvern is up to 4 heat, Tentacle Shogun is at 7, Gongjin is at 3, everyone else is still running cool. Which is fine, we haven't taken any damage yet, we have lost initiative again. And we are deploying a whole new lance of mechs, which I think we're going to concentrate on this mass of mechs here. And maybe we can distract them enough to let these guys head north. Let's start with the Stalker. Stalker is kind of a close range specialist when you think about it. Let's see, the Mana War is kind of a medium range specialist when you think about it. Ash will be starting down here. Grasshopper is really a close range kind of guy. And Hoser, I think Hoser's gonna start here. Possibly stand still. Possibly make his way up into these woods, depending on what they do. But not planning on letting them get close. We've got a whole other screening force just to keep them off of him. I remember these guys are fast. These are clan light mechs, so they have XL engines. So they're going to be moving farther than I'm used to. Bijou taking a detour. Tsubasa does not want to stop in the sand. That is sand, right? Yeah, sand is a penalty for your piloting rolls if you have to make one in that hex. So I don't. I might go 4 hexes. I don't want to go 3. I want to be a little evasive, but I don't want to be this close. So I guess. Could always jump. That would get us evasion. And Tsubasa's already a jumping jack, so it's the same as walking for him, other than the heat. Yeah, I think I want to be 2 pips evasive right there. Ash. As Ash goes 7 hexes, he wants to get within 4 to 6 hexes of them. So from here, that includes exactly barbecue, no one else. That said, it is going to maybe kind of deter them from getting into where they're in short range of our mechs and we're at medium range of theirs. So yeah, I think we're gonna go 7 hexes with Ash. Bijou and Earl. Huh. Okay, Gongjin has moved. Vernetta, do you want to continue focusing fire on Gongjin? At a walk? That's what, medium range? We could probably get him into close range, actually. No, not quite. Gongjin has 1 evasion pip. Gongjin also walked, it looks like. Which one is Gongjin? Ultra AC 20. Okay, yeah. He kinda want Gongjin to be a priority still. Gongjin and Stormcloud and Pizza Party are our 3 main targets. So yeah, we're gonna have her turn. And they are all clustering up behind these woods. I think they're just hiding from Hoser. Oh, we can get them in. Well, medium range is actually better because we have sniper. So yeah. Do we maybe even want to just stand still? We can see Gongjin from where we are. One intervening log woods. So yeah, that doesn't go through the heavy woods. So if we stand still, we're looking at, what is it, 2? 2, 3 for range, 4 for woods, 5 for his movement. I know how you hate 5s, Hoser, but we're gonna stand still and try to take an Ultra 20 out of the fight real quick. Let's see. Wyvern wants to get close. Does not want to get close to Gongjin. At least not in any kind of capacity where he can see us. Scarponi. I think Scarponi would like to stand still. Okay, so they are starting to advance. They're just taking as much cover as they can on the way over. Tentacle Shogun. Suffering from a heat penalty, so he's a 4/6 this turn. He has a medium range from Gongjin, only 2 evasion pips. We can get him 3 evasion pips like that. That's helpful. Gongjin is a 2/3? 3/4. Okay. So 3, 4 for walking, 5, 6 for range, 7, 8, and 9 for jumping. Is 9 an acceptable risk? More importantly, if we do that, how far out of ice will we be? If we get knocked down, we'll have trouble getting back up, and they'll surround us. I think I'm gonna hold off on going that far forward. Yeah. Well, what's Buzz got? Buzz has what, an Ultra AC-10? Yeah, so that's got a bit more range. So that's doesn't have 8 hexes of range though, so we're still gonna make medium for him. Bijou has an LB5X, so that's gonna be ooh, 7 hexes I think is short for an LB5X. That's okay. Take an LB5X to stay away from the autocannon 20. Alright, so Stormcloud, Gongjin, and Pizza Party are our 3 nastiest opponents. Okay, Pizza Party's taking a little bit of a detour. Alright. Is that going to be Barbecue and then Stormcloud? I'm thinking he's going to move Barbecue and save Stormcloud for last again. Yep, Barbecue advancing on these guys. Stormcloud keeping his options open. Wyvern is all we've got left. Wyvern, can we get within 3 hexes of Barbecue and still be... No, that's close range to Gongjin. Okay, so where can we go? We could go here. That doesn't give us much. It gives us medium range to Pizza Party, medium range to Turnaround, medium range to Gongjin. Maybe gives us a bit of reinforcements against Stormcloud. Medium, so that's 3, 4 for walking, 5, 6 for woods, 7, 8 for range, 9, 10 for movement. Well, if 9 is acceptable, so is 10. Alright, Stormcloud, where are you gonna go? Please just back up and get out of my face. Watch, he's gonna get in behind Wyvern or something like that. He could probably get behind Scarponi if he wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not quite. Oh, he did just back up. Nice. Alright. Starting with our 4 PPCs. We've got Gongjin on 5s. I know we're going to miss at least one of these, but we have to take the shot. The Cestus at Barbecue on 9s, at Gongjin on 9s, at Turnaround on 9s, at Earl on 9s. Barbecue has an Ultra AC10. Turnaround has an LB5X and an ER large. Earl has 6 medium pulses and low profile. So we're gonna wait for him to get a little closer. Gauss Rifle at Gongjin, or are we gonna trust Gongjin to be in trouble from the 4 PPCs? Turnaround had, what was it? LB5X and an ER large. ER large is not nothing. And he is very lightly armored. If we can land a hit on him, does he have low profile? I bet an Uller has low profile. Low profile, yeah. Okay, so we're not going to do more than 7 damage if we hit him. Unless we roll a 12 or something. Barbecue is also an Uller. Ultra AC10, SRM6, ER medium, ER small. Large LB5. Well, the Ultra 10 can fire twice, so I'm going to prioritize it. So it's going to be a 9 and a 9, and an 11 and a 9. We'll hold off on the 13s. Who's got the next biggest guns? That would be Scarponi with his PPCs. He's got Buzz on 6s, actually. Buzz has an Ultra AC10 as well. Buzz is an Uller. Ew. Okay, Buzz and Barbecue are both Ullers. Buzz is going to be the one that's easier to knock down. Or we could take 9s on Gongjin or Turnaround. Those 6s are awful tempting. Yeah, we're going to have to go with a pair of 6s. And an 8. Who's got the next biggest guns? That would be Marauder, who's going after Gongjin as well. He's got him on 6s and 8s. We'll go 10 heat over. Go 10 heat over. It's going to be a targeting penalty next round. And it's actually not going to give us a movement bonus next round because we did get the -2, which is going to only be reduced to -1 with the +1 canceling it out. See, the Grasshopper has some biggish guns with the large lasers. We've got Pizza Party on 9s, 10s and 11s, 12s and 14s. So yeah, that'll have to be a pair of 9s. Another pair of 9s. Let's see, the Stalker has turnaround. No, we are not focusing fire at all this turn. We've got 2 people firing at Gongjin. We've got 1 person firing at Buzz, 1 person firing at Barbecue, 1 person firing at Pizza Party, and now we're gonna have 1 person firing at Turnaround. Who is an Uller that we need 10s that we're not gonna land solid hits on, so we're gonna hit maybe with 5 points of damage there. And Wyvern can be the 3rd one to take shots at Gongjin. I really want Gongjin off the map. Gongjin needs an 11 to hit Hoser. Okay, yeah, let's try to land some 9s. We still have +2 for EMI, +1 for Moderate Gale. I'm not sure why we've got an EMI penalty, but we're only going to go 1 heat over. And we're not in, like, range of an ECM, are we? It would say jammed. Oh, Carbothize, hey! Did not see you there, was not watching the chat for a minute. How's it going? Glad you could make it. Things are getting a little hectic, if you can't tell by the number of arrows. And I totally forgot about Ash. Ash is going to be firing at Turnaround on 11s. Well, I'm glad things are going well for you. Checked out MekHQ last week for the first time in years. It's come a long ways. Yeah, it really has. It's really good now. They've gone and changed a whole lot in the last few years. They've completely revamped the versus the computer section. Okay, Carponi got knocked prone. Let's read the report. Starting with Hoser. Just a little bit bigger. Okay. Did not miss on any of the 5s. Really like how the combat results text is displayed, so easy to read. Oh, you mean like this? This report? Yeah, they've I used to do it without the icons, but the icons, I think, actually help make things a little better now. So my opinion on that has definitely changed. So yeah, as far as this grouping goes, that's 2 to the right leg, leaving it with 8 structure, not bad, and an ERPPC to the right torso, which was already down, destroys it cleanly, blowing off the right arm, does not go to the center torso at all, so just 15 was exactly what we needed to just take the right arm off. And then the 4th one hits where the right arm was, which transfers into the center torso, leaving him with 10 armor. So, Gongjin missing his right arm. That's his medium lasers. He still has the autocannon. Those are not missing is surprising. On 5s, yeah, that might be some kind of record. 4 for 4 on 5s, yeah. Get t-shirts made for the people who are here for the occasion. Ryokan returns fire, hits Hoser in the left arm for 7 with an ER medium laser, down to 19 armor. Vernita at Barbecue missed on 9s and 11s. Buzz on 10s missed Scarponi. Scarponi at Buzz hits him in the center torso for 10, down to 9 structure. That was a solid hit, but missed with everything else. But one more hit like that would kill him if it lands in the same spot. Tabloid in the Battle Cobra lands a 15-point hit to Scarponi's left torso, leaving him with 5 armor. Using salvage equipment, medical equipment, logistics equipment, and the canteen. Super awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for role playing if you want to. As far as like making sure that you've got everything stocked and staffed. I don't go into all of that. I'm more here for the tabletop aspect of it, and I'm just using MekHQ to present me with MegaMek scenarios. But yeah, there's a whole lot more you can go into if you want to, which is really cool. Yeah, there's no wrong way to play it. And yeah, I've thought, I've been thinking for a while about whether I should maybe take the campaign in a new direction and maybe make it more RP heavy, but I don't, I just don't have the time to devote to like any kind of storytelling or anything like that. Usually start in 3025 and progress through the tech. That's kind of why I picked my starting point at 3045, because I wanted to be able to pick up the new tech. I just didn't want to wait 40 years to do it, because 40 years is a long time in MegaMek terms. 20 years, did I say 40? I meant 20 to 3045. I have a dream someday of running a Battletech campaign. Yeah, that would be really cool. Spend too much time running other games. Yeah, and sadly, BattleTech is not the moneymaker that say D&D is. So, yeah, I can definitely understand having to, uh, not having to necessarily, but maybe making it easier, to run other games, easier to find a crowd to play with. Because I don't know about you, but my local BattleTech scene is not the best. Um, I'm sure there are people here, but the one nearest venue kind of stopped doing BattleTech regularly, so that's sad. D&D, Mutants and Masterminds, and Fallout 2D20. There's a okay. First of all, 2D20. Uh, Fantasy Grounds VT Virtual Tabletop. Okay, well that's cool. Um, but yeah, Mutants and Masterminds. That's another one I'm surprised that you can get much of a crowd behind. And also, a 2D20, is that like a new system? Is that like a generic system that people have adapted to different settings? Kind of like the D20 system that has been adapted to every setting under the sun? Modifius? Have Dune and Fallout and Star Trek. Cool. Okay, that's alright. Um, ran Star Trek with it and Fallout. Well, that's cool. I always thought it would be really cool to do a Fallout game in Texas. I don't know if they're ever gonna make one official, but yeah, if there's a tabletop RPG I did not know about, you could definitely do that yourself. Bust out some actual maps for inspiration, stuff like that. That's something I've always wanted to do, is use actual maps for inspiration. But yeah. Mine was always more D&D themed, using actual maps and repurposing them into more of a fantasy element. Not that I ever ran any of those maps. um, so yeah, the Battle Cobra hits Scarponi in the left torso for 15. He's down to 5. Tentacle Shogun at Gongjin missed with the large, did land 2 medium pulses to the center torso, down to 14 structure. Bijou hits Scarponi in the right torso with an ER large laser, down to 10, so that's his side torsos, both pretty badly banged up. The Grasshopper missed on 9s except for a medium pulse to Pizza Party's left leg for 7, down to 18. Winter of Adam. Winter of Adam. Okay, yeah, I will definitely check that out and see what's up with that. That's 1 to 20. Oh, wow. That's a heck of a module. If that's not like just the range of characters that can play it, but that's the range that it's supposed to take you from to. That's, I don't know 2d20, but 20th level sounds like a lot for one scenario module. So yeah, with just one module that'll take you from 1st to 20th level. Wow, that is... Yeah, I imagine it takes a lot of work on everyone's part. Especially the game master. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Turnaround on a 9 hits Ash in the right arm for 5, down to 21. Kugyu and the Stalker hits turnaround in the chest with an ER large laser, but it glances off, down to 4 armor. ER medium glances off the right leg for 3, down to 5. LRM 5s land 1 to the left torso, 1 to the left arm critical for no effect, and 1 to the left arm, down to 5. You think you live in a quiet neighborhood, and then something like that happens. Yes. The Black Hawk firing at Scarponi hits him in the chest. Would have been the head, but we re-rolled that with edge. The chest takes 7, down to 21. Left arm takes 7, down to 15. So that's 14 that he's taken just from that guy. Plus he had taken 30 earlier. No, it was 15 and 10 to the side torsos. But still, that's 25 plus 14 be 39, unless I've forgotten something. Wyvern lands an SRM on Gongjin's center torso and destroys him by engine destruction. Then he blows off his right leg for good measure, and then he gets 3 more crits on the engine for good measure. Ryokan Pizza Party hits Wyvern in the right torso for 7, down to 17. Barbecue missed Hoser on an 8 and a 10, and Ash on 11s missed with everything. Stormcloud on 7s hits Scarponi in the left leg and right arm, so that's another 20 on Scarponi. Fortunately, the right arm is holding strong with 12. The left leg has 20 left. ER medium to the left leg for 7, down to 13. So, ouch. Took 60 plus damage, goes down, needed a 7, got a 3. Falls on his front, takes 7 to the right leg and right torso. Right torso is down to 8. Scarponi needs a 7 to avoid hurting himself, gets a 6. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 5. Okay, but we got their autocannon 20 and 6 medium lasers off the field. That's important. If I could get Scarponi to go prone again, and that would be the cost that I would pay to get Pizza Party off the map, I would do it. Yeah, so Wyvern is down to 1 heat, Scarponi is up to 3, Tugyu is up to 1, Tentacle Shogun is up to 10. Let's see. Ash is up to 2 heat. Holzer, of course, is up to 10. Everyone else is running cool. As a matter of fact, none of them have built up any heat at this point. That's a little scary. We've won initiative finally. And they have units deploying in 3 more rounds in the southwest, I believe. Wait, what did I just miss? It moved. Okay, Bijou moving over here for some reason. Maybe to block Renita and Tentacle Shogun? I don't know. Let's see, but we're gonna have Tugyu advance. 3 more hexes. We're gonna have Tsubasa advance probably 5 more hexes. Let's go 6 hexes so we can see where Pizza Party is to keep him from. Oh, hold on. I know it's grayed out. Because it goes through 3 woods hexes. It goes through all 3 of those, barely. So yeah, we would have to go here. And you know what? I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to run. I think I want to jump to where there's only 1 hex between us. 1 woods hex, I mean, between us. Oh, okay, so Tabloid picked up 2 running pips. The Battle Cobra, Battle Cobra, Battle Cobra. Battle Cobra does not have the heat sinks to use those PPC. Let's see, Scarponi. Can we get up carefully? Yes. Or, hear me out. Maybe we walk forward. It's gonna cost us 1 from the woods. We're trading 2 for the woods for 1 evasion. We could trade 2 woods for 2 evasion. But that leaves our back mighty open to these 4 guys that haven't moved yet. Tentacle Shogun, can we advance maybe on Earl over here? Earl in the Nova. That Nova's worth a lot of points. That Nova is arguably worth more points than Tentacle Shogun. Tentacle Shogun has TSM this turn, though. Tentacle Shogun would love to get in close and kick Earl, perhaps. Okay, Barbecue getting in behind Tentacle Shogun. I think we're about to have ourselves a Death Congo. No, not there. It has to be here. Yeah, that's in his back at a range of 5 hexes, so that's short for everything, including the large laser. Barbecue is Uller. What kind of back armor does an Uller have? Half as much as his front. Might be worth it to just come in on his left side. Would rather hit his right side, honestly. That's got everything except a couple lasers. His left side really only has a couple of lasers. But what I'm thinking is these are going to be glancing blows if we run at medium range, well, short range actually. If we run at short range, we're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. You can make that 5s. 2, 3 for walking, 4, 5 for his movement. Yeah. It won't be in his back, it'll be on his left side, but it's a little more likely to hit. And honestly, I'm as likely to hit his left side from, or hit his right side from his left, as I am to hit his left side, almost. Buzz, heavily damaged, with hits to the center torso, has just run and turned around for 2 evasion. Saving Pizza Party for last, it looks like, or Stormcloud. Pizza Party and Stormcloud for last, probably. Let's get. We'll have Hoser stand still this turn. It's not worth the heat or the penalty to move for moving. Okay, that looks a little better. I was picking up some noise there. I did not pick up what just happened. Stormcloud and Pizza Party still haven't moved. It looks like Tabloid and Bijou. Tabloid has moved, okay. Bijou, you are an Uller. You have 4 points of armor in your back. I have a buttload of SRMs. A buttload of SRMs at short range, and we've got Pizza Party in behind Wyvern. That'll be Ash in behind Pizza Party then, at a range of 5. Planet Fields, no. Planet Fields catch on fire. We'll go range of 4. Yeah. Well, hold on. Bijou has ER large LB5X. Big 4. Tabloid has ER PVCs. Turnaround is a 6'9", 6'9" with ER large LB5X. No, I don't want to be 3 hexes away. What am I doing? Yeah, we'll go 4 hexes at a walk. Or we'll jump 5 hexes. We'll still be 4 hexes from Pizza Party. We've got Jumping Jack, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Jumping Jack and Melee Master. So yeah, Jumping Jack gets us a penalty of 1. It's the heat though. That gets us 1 less evasion, but 3 less heat. And also a penalty of 1 to hit. So yeah, we'll be jumping. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, Turnaround and Stormcloud still have to go, and we just have Scarponi left. Okay, Stormcloud has not gone yet. Oh, one of our infantry beat us to the initiative. We could go into the back of Buzz. We have ER Smalls. We have ER Smalls, yeah, we can get into the back of Buzz and just totally wreck his world. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Need a 4 to get up. We got the 4. Good deal. And then Stormcloud goes, and then our Beast Infantry goes. I mean, I was hoping to use them as initiative sinks, not the other way around. They're using us for initiative sinks. Alright, Stormcloud, where are you gonna go? Oh, Stormcloud is getting all up in Ash's face. Okay, Scarponi needed the 4, barely got the 4. Wow, okay. Remind me not to test him when it comes to piloting checks. Okay, starting with the big guns, that's going to be Hoser. Hoser has Stormcloud on 7s. That's actually really tempting. We've also got Pizza Party on 7s in the back. The only ones we have better than that are Turnaround on 6s, Buzz on 6s. Those are both in the front. Pizza Party in the back, though. And follow that up with Ash. Need to use them as cannon. Yeah, but they're hanging out in the backfield. They're not advancing. Well, maybe they are. It's hard to say. They're moving slowly. Moving very slowly. They're moving like foot infantry slow. They have 3-5 movement, so I don't know why they're not in front of. I mean, they're in front of Hoser, I guess, but that's it. But yeah, we'll go Pizza Party on 7s. We'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll do Ash into the back of Pizza Party to follow that up, and that's on 6s as well. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. We'll hold off on going 7 heat over. We're only gonna fire 11 mediums into his back. Wyvern into Bijou on 7s because of that EMI. That I'm still not. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not 5 heat over. We'll go 2 heat over. Okay, Tsubasa and Tugyu both need to concentrate on Stormcloud. We're gonna skip the ER larges on 8s. We're gonna do the 2 mediums on 8s. We'll do all the mediums on 10s. No, hold on. We'll do one of the ER larges on an 8. We'll do 2 ER mediums on 8s. We'll do all the mediums on 10s and one SRM 6 on an 11. We'll hold off on the 12s. Tsubasa has him on 9s with the large lasers. Has him on 7s with the medium pulses. And 11s with the ER smalls. So we'll go 3 heat over for that. Also getting a +2 for EMI. What is this EMI interference that we're getting? Okay, so that's the left side of the field. Tentacle Shogun, you were coming over here to fire on and punch and kick Earl, but you're not going to be able to do if you fall down, so please don't fall down. I know he's got you on... He's got you on 8s with the medium pulses and 10s with the machine guns. So that shouldn't be too much damage. We'll skip the large pulse on an 8. We'll skip the ER mediums on 8s. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium pulses on 8s. We'll do a small pulse on an 8. Vernita came over here to get into Barbecue's side. Barbecue on 7s with the Gauss rifle, 7 with the ER large, 7 with the large, 5 with the medium pulse, and a pair of 9s with the mediums. Scarponi into the back of Buzz. We've got him on 8s. We're going to skip the PPCs. That'll be... You know what? We're going to skip the ER mediums as well. Go heat neutral on 8s. No, hold on. We'll throw in an ER medium for 7 damage instead of one of the mediums. Okay, instead of one of the mediums, I said. Two heat over. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Well, Scarponi has a red dot on him, but he didn't go prone. Buzz at Vernita missed on 8s and 11s. Good deal. Missed the Ultra AC-10 twice. Poser at Pizza Party hit him in the center torso rear with an ERPPC and the left arm, down to 3 armor, down to 13 structure on that CT. Battle Cobra at Scarponi missed on a pair of 9s. Ash into the back of Pizza Party, hits him in the left torso rear. Hits him in the center torso rear, right torso rear, left arm, right leg, right arm, right torso rear, left arm into the left torso rear, down to 9 structure. So, oh man, we went so internal, but other than destroying his left arm, we didn't get any of his crit spaces. His left arm is 40% of his weaponry. Let's see, Bijou at Scarponi hit him in the chest with an LB5X for 5 down to 16. Wyvern at Bijou hit him in the left leg, center torso rear, hit him in the right leg, left arm, left leg, center torso rear down to 0, right torso rear down to 2. Center torso rear down to 8 structure, left arm, left torso rear, center torso rear down to 6 structure and critting on a double heat sink. And left torso rear down to 0 armor. we might be trying to punch him. Turn around at Hoser, hit him in the left leg with that ER large, down to 24. LB5X to the right leg, down to 29. Tugiu at Stormcloud hits him in the right arm for 10, down to 8. ER medium to the left torso, ER medium to the left arm, down to 10 and 11. Mediums on 10s, hit him in the center torso, hit him in the left torso down to 5. Tsubasa on 9s and 7s, hit him in the left torso with a medium pulse laser, down to 11 structure. ER small laser to the right torso for 5, down to 12 armor. Earl at Tentacle Shogun hits him in the right leg, left leg for 7 and for 3. Hit him in the left leg for another 3. Center torso for 3. Machine guns for 1 each to the left torso and left torso down to 23. Tentacle Shogun returns fire on 8s. Glances a blow off his right arm for 3 down to 13. Right leg takes 3 down to 17. Right arm for 3 down to 10. Left leg for 3 down to 17. And lots of glancing blows going on up there, but we're about to kick him, and we're about to kick the heck out of him. That's going to be like a 30-point kick if we land it, because of the TSM. Pizza Party at Wyvern, ouch, hits him in the center torso rear with an ER large, down to 0 armor. Right arm takes 10, down to 12. ER medium to the center torso rear, ER medium to the center torso rear. Ay. That is some grouping, down to 8 structure on that CTR. We need to protect that back, and we've lost one of our SRMs. Bernita at Barbecue in the Uller, hit him in the right leg with an ER large for 5, down to 3. Hit him in the center torso for 4, down to 5. Medium pulse to the right arm for 7, down to 0. So that's a total of 16. That's not going to be enough to knock him down. And Barbecue at Scarponi hits him in the left torso for 10, down to 10 structure. Missed with everything else on 8s and 11s and 12s. Scarponi at Buzz hits him in the right leg for 2, hits him in the left torso rear for 5, critting on his engine. Hit him in the left torso rear for 5, critting on a double heatsink or 2. Stormcloud at Tugiu hits him in the right arm with an ER large, hits him in the left torso with an ER large, down to 18 and 17 in those locations. ER medium lasers to the left arm and left torso, down to 10 on that left torso. Stormcloud took 40 plus, needs a 4, gets a 9. Pizza Party took 80 plus, needs a 7, gets a 7. Wyvern took 20 plus, needs a 4, gets an 8. Tugiu needs a 5, gets a 7 for taking 20 plus. Bijou took 20 plus, needs a 5, gets a 6. Nobody went down. That is surprising. Wyvern, can we punch Bijou on 6s? Or we can kick him on a 4 for 14. If we kick him for 14, he is going down. If we punch him for 6, if we catch him in the center torso, he's going down. If we catch him in the arm, it's going internal. Yeah, that's going to be a kick. Tentacle Shogun at Earl. Earl is in pretty good shape. But if we kick him for 30, he's going down. And yeah, we can kick him on a 6. Ash at Stormcloud. We can punch him in the left torso. We can do like, what, 10 points of damage? Or is it 9? Center torso still has 20 points of armor. His legs each have 25 points of armor. If we kick him, we're probably not going to knock him down because he's got a piloting skill of 2. So we literally cannot kick him down. We'd have to kick him twice to deal enough damage to bring his difficulty up to 3. If we punch him, we might punch him in the head. Now we can punch him on 9s. Or a 6 and a 9. Hold on. Why do we not have actuators in our left arm? We don't have anything in our left arm. We're not going to kick him down, so I might as well try and punch him in the head on a 6. The Ryokan, Stormcloud, kicks Ash in the left leg for 11, down to 23. Barbecue kicks Tentacle Shogun in the right leg for 6, down to 19. Wyvern kicks Bijou in the left leg for 14, which transfers into the left torso rear, and he is going down. Pizza Party kicks Wyvern in the left leg for 11, down to 15. Tentacle Shogun kicks Earl in the right leg for 30, which transfers into his right torso, and Earl is going down this turn. Earl also kicked Tentacle Shogun in the left leg for 10, down to 16. Ash punched the Ryokan in the right torso for 5, and punched him in the right arm for 9, down to 8 structure, critting on his shoulder and lower arm. And that right arm... Okay. So, at least 2 of his lasers are going to be badly affected by that. Oh, we punched him twice. I forgot, we also punched him in the head for 9. Forcing Lydia's first consciousness check. She needs a 3, she gets a 7. She has 0 armor remaining on that head. Stormcloud took 20 plus, needs a 3, gets a 3. Wow. If we had kicked him twice, no, it still would only have been plus 20. Dang. Earl goes down, takes 5 to the chest, down to 18. Does not hurt the pilot, amazingly. Wyvern was kicked, needs a 3, gets a 10. Tentacle Shogun was kicked, needs a 3, gets a 4 and a 7. Ash was kicked, needs a 3, gets a 10. Bijou lost a leg, goes down, takes 3 to the left torso, down to 5. And hurts the pilot in the fall, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 7. Okay, they have reinforcements coming in 2 more rounds. Pizza Party is up to 3 heat. Wyvern is up to 2. Tsubasa is up to 3. Scarponi is down to 2. Tugyu is up to 3. Tentacle Shogun is holding at 10. Renita is up to 4. Ash is up to 4. Hoser is down to 5. And Buzz is up to 1. They are running remarkably cool. Round 4, we've got units deploying on round 6. We've lost initiative going into this round because they have higher bonus. Okay, so let's start. Start with Hoser. Hoser would like to be a little closer to the action. And a little further away from where the reinforcements are coming in. Remember, our objective is to get 50% of Galatea Lance across the field. Okay, Galatea Lances. Which 4 again? Okay, the Cestus, the Archer, the Marauder, and the Warhammer are the ones we need to get across the field. Cestus, the Warhammer, the Archer, and... what did I say, the Marauder? Let's go with the Cestus for now. Let's see. Grasshopper here. I turn to move again. That was quick. Stalker, where Stormcloud is. Oh, Bijou stayed prone. Tugyu, 1, 2. Tugyu would like to get in close to medium laser range to Bijou. Try to finish him off. Earl amazingly didn't eject as well. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us medium laser range from Earl. I'm okay with that. You guys have the movement points, you're just not using them. Are they just trying to screen for Hoser, I guess? Wonder if I start moving Hoser, are they going to come with? Oh, Turnaround has decided to close in. Turnaround, a 1-2 pilot. With an ER large laser. I think I'll save the turn for next turn. Yeah. I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna keep them angled that way so they can cover each other's backs by turning. Alright, whatever Stormcloud decides to do. Oh, they are rushing Hoser. Ash in the Manowar. It's not part of Galatea Lance. Come over here and waste turnaround. Or no, that's close range. She doesn't like close range. Um, or you know what? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. No, that's long range from turnaround. Dang it! She's not gonna be able to do anything from those woods. But I can go here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, the Beast Infantry has entered the Hex with turnaround. They're gonna get stomped on if he's still standing. It might actually get some use as cannon fodder. Tentacle Shogun is the only one left. And it looks like Tsubasa and Tugyu are over here getting ganged up on too. So I think Tentacle Shogun maybe needs to take a tour here. We can get into the back of Bijou. Bijou's prone. It's a party buzz. Stormcloud hasn't gone yet either. Yeah, we need to reinforce that left side. I think Tentacle Shogun is our only chance to do it. There goes barbecue. There goes our horse infantry. I'm not gonna get used to calling them horse infantry. Come on, Stormcloud, who are you going after? Oh, after Hoser, it looks like. Okay, Earl, trying to get up with a missing leg, falls on his right torso down to 10, hurts himself in the fall but does not go unconscious. The Uller needs a 9, gets a 6, goes down on his left arm for 3, down to 0, and needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 5, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets an 8. Alright, let's start with Vernita. Vernita has multi-targeting if I'm not mistaken. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna fire most everything at Earl, or at least a lot of everything. 4-2-4-4, and then we've got, dang, hold on. No, I guess we're just going after Earl. We're gonna fire everything at him. We've got him on 6s and 4s. You know what? Okay, we're gonna use the ER large laser, but not the regular large laser, because I'm willing to pay the extra heat for the 2 extra damage. Wyvern is going to follow up on that with the SRMs on 7s. 3 heat over is fine. We've got plenty of ammo. Let's see. Next, let's deal with this southern mess. We've got Hoser, Stormcloud. Are you crippled? Heavy damage. No, you are not crippled. That does mean that you are making a break for Hoser's rear, and that means that I need to shoot you. And I can do that on 6s, which means that at least 2 of these are going to hit. Well, I mean, I hope 2 of those are going to hit. Ash. We've got Tabloid on 8s. We've got Turnaround on 9s. The EMI affects us. So 3, 4, 5, 6. The intervening light would. Okay, well I guess we're shooting at Tabloid on 8s. We'll go 3 over for 8s. Okay. Kind of regretting not firing all 4 PVCs at Stormcloud while I got a chance. I'm hoping all 3 of them hit, and maybe he rolls under a 4 and we can knock him down, but I doubt it. Okay, so we've got Bijou on 5s. Bijou's not going to take that much killing. Bijou does not have much armor. Bijou is also on the ground and is not evasive. So we've got 5s, we've got Pizza Party on 6s, we've got Barbecue on 7s, we've got Buzz on 6s. Let's see, we've got the Grasshopper, the Warhammer, the Stalker, and the Marauder left. Let's start with the Warhammer, because those PPCs are what we're going to be firing this turn, I think. To the back of Barbecue on 9s. Ooh. Not a good shot. Got Bijou on 9s. Or we could turn around and make sure Earl is down on 7s. 7s or 9s? 9s in the back of Barbecue. Oh, A9 in the back of Barbecue. Well, that changes things. Yeah, that'll be 7s. We'll do 1 ER, and all the mediums and the small lasers on 9s. We'll go 3 heat over on 9s. Let's see. Tsubasa, Barbecue on 7s, Bijou on 5s. Bijou on 5s is just so tempting. So that'll be 5, 5, 3, 3, and a 7. BR small. Actually, skip one of the larges. That'll save us enough heat to use 4 ER smalls. It's 5s versus 7s, and 8 damage versus 5, but it's 1 laser versus 4 lasers. So yeah, we're gonna do a 5, a couple 3s, and a bunch of 7s. We go 8 heat over. I don't think I want to go 8 heat over. I think I want to go 6 heat over. Let's see. Tugyu. That's Pizza Party on 8s. Tentacle Shogun has Pizza Party on 7s. Pulse lasers. So I think that's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do 10 heat over so that our TSM is active next turn. So we can get in maybe another 30-point kick, because that was amazing. That was awesome. That just leaves Tugyu, who can also fire on Pizza Party on 8s. We're gonna skip the ER larges. We're gonna skip, I think, we're gonna do both ER mediums. We're gonna do all 4 mediums. 5 mediums, excuse me. SRM's on 9s. So much heat though. We'll do one of the ER larges instead of the SRM6. Because the SRM6 is, well, the SRM6 is on a 9. A third of the heat. Yeah, we'll go 2 heat under Stalker for all the close range stuff. Alright, let's read that report. We got about 14 minutes left in the stream, so this might be the last turn, or we might just book it after this. Earl takes 15 to the right arm down to 3 structure, ER large to the left leg for 10 down to 7, medium pulse to the left leg critical down to 0 armor but no crit. Medium laser to the left arm down to 11. Medium laser to the right torso for a 2 down to 8. Laser rifles at turnaround, hit him in the center torso and the left leg for 2, down to 2 on the center torso and 6 on the leg. Buzz at Tentacle Shogun on 9s, 10s, and 11s, misses with everything, including the Ultra AC-10 twice. Wyvern on 7s, misses his first 3 shots. Does land, some AMS, costs us 4 on our cluster roll, and we still hit with 3. To the left arm, right torso, center torso, right leg, right torso, left arm, right leg, right torso, left torso, right arm down to 1 structure, and blown off. Center torso, right leg transferring into the right torso, left arm down to 3, center torso down to 12. And he is down to 1 of his arms and 1 of his legs. I don't know if they're the same side. Beast Infantry misses turnaround on a 6. Tabloid hits Tentacle Shogun in the right torso with an ERPPC for 7, down to 18. Poser at Stormcloud hits him in the chest, and the left torso, leaving him with 8 structure on the chest. Leaving him with 4 structure on the chest, critting on his engine, destroying his left torso, blowing off his left arm, and destroying him by engine destruction. So yeah, that is a kill for Hoser. Nice. And a Ryokan that is technically salvageable. The Beast Infantry missed turnaround on an 11. Bijou misses Tugyu on an 11 and a 9. Ash at Tabloid with the medium lasers. Hit him in the right torso for 5, down to 9. Missed with everything else except another one to the right torso, down to 4. Hold on 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shots at 40%, and we landed 2 of them. That's ridiculous. Beast Infantry with the laser rifles shooting at Stormcloud, miss. Turnaround shooting at Hoser, hits him in the right torso with an ER large laser, and in the center torso with an LB5X, down to 26 armor. And a Streak 4 hits him in the left arm, left torso, left arm. Left arm is down to 13. Scarponi at Earl in the Blackhawk, hit him in the left leg, critting on his upper leg and hip. Hit him in the left arm, the center torso. Hit him in the right arm, transferring into the center torso, critting on his AMS ammo. Oh man, that's what, the second time in 2 weeks we've critted on someone's AMS ammo. 46 damage to the right torso, section destroyed, remaining damage prevented by case, critting on a double heat sink. And that is his right torso. Well, his right arm was already gone, so his right torso is gone now too. His right leg is gone. His left leg is down to 7. He still has a left arm, but the only weapons he has in his torso are his machine guns. So he's... Oh man, that could have been a machine gun ammo that exploded. That would have been a lot of damage. But the case would have prevented all of it. Let's see. Tsubasa at Bijou hits him in the right arm down to 2 structure, critting on his LB5X and the upper arm actuator. Medium laser to the left leg, or where the left leg was, transfers into the left torso, leaves him with 2 structure. Medium pulse laser to the center torso, leaves him with 2. ER small laser to the right leg, leaves him with 4. ER small laser to the center torso, leaves him with 0. The Horse Infantry misses turnaround on an 8. Earl with the Black Hawk with the pulse lasers misses Scarponi on a trio of 9s. He rolled an 8, a 7, and an 8. He was trying though. Tentacle Shogun at Pizza Party hits him in the chest, hits him in the left arm, transferring into the left torso. Miss. Left torso takes 7, down to 3. Beast Infantry hits turnaround on the right torso, left torso, right torso down to 4. Pizza Party hits Tentacle Shogun in the left torso with an ER medium, hits him in the center torso with an ER medium, down to 16 and 24 in those locations. Tugyu hits Pizza Party in the right arm for 7, down to 6, hits him in the center torso for 7, down to 11. Medium lasers to the right leg, left leg, down to 13. The right torso down to 12. Left torso down to 7, critting on his engine, and a double heat sink or 2. And 2 SRMs to the left torso and right leg, down to 5 structure on that left torso, 13 armor on the right leg. Barbecue at Tentacle Shogun, missed with the Ultra AC-10 twice. On 8s, missed with the ER medium on an 8. Lancing blow with an ER small to the left leg for 2, down to 14. Stormcloud at Hoser, missed with both ER larges on a 5 and a 9. Did land 2 ER mediums on 5s to the right leg and left leg for 7 each, down to 22 and 17. Pizza Party. Took 40 plus, needs a 5, gets a 4. Nice. Yeah, Hoser got a kill. Needs a 5, got a 4, because he took 40 plus damage. Takes 6 damage to the left torso, destroying it and transferring into the center torso. Or no. Takes 5 where the left arm was, which destroys the left torso, and then takes 1 to the left torso, which transfers into the center torso. Okay. And Big Hung needs a 5 to avoid hurting himself in the pilot, and the fall gets a 5. Tentacle Shogun needs a 4, gets a 12. Hoser needs a 4, gets a 10. Physical attacks, that's going to be Tugyu at Pizza Party. We're going to kick him on a 4 for 17. And Buzz is going to kick us. We kicked him in the left torso, which transfers to the center torso, leaves him with 1 structure. And turn around, stepped on 2 guys. And Buzz kicked Tugyu in the right leg for 6, down to 24. Tugyu does not go down, needs a 4, gets a 9. Okay, going into round 5, we've got Pizza Party at 5 heat and holding. We've got Wyvern up to 3. We've got Tsubasa up to 6. We've got Scarponi up to 3. We've got Tentacle Shogun holding at 10. Vernita is down to 1. Ash is down to 3. Hoser is down to 1. And Buzz is up to 9. And now is when we start running like heck. We've lost initiative going into round 5. They've got reinforcements deploying next round. Let's start with Hoser, because we know what he's going to be doing. Well, let's start with Ash, because she's in the hex that Hoser wants to end up in. Or no, they've still got Turnaround and Tabloid over here we need to be wary of. Tsubasa, the Grasshopper. And we move to here. That's 5 hexes. And that's a straight shot to freedom. Except for this 1 elevation change. Let's see, it was the Cestus, the Archer, and the Warhammer and Tentacle Shogun, if I'm not mistaken, right? The Cestus, the Archer, the Marauder, and the Warhammer. Yeah, the 3 classics plus the Cestus. And we just need to get the 2 bigger ones across the field. Okay, well, Wyvern is going to start moving his butt. Scarponi is going to start likewise moving at top speed. Let's see, Vernita. Vernita, who's running at 1 heat but has to go through some woods, is not going to be super evasive this turn. Not that there's really anyone in her area right now. Oh, Barbecue is coming over here to harass Tsubasa. Tugyu, can we get in close? Tugyu, you're still pretty fresh, right? Yeah, other than that left torso, you're looking pretty good. Yeah, let's get in close to Barbecue and maybe torch him. Get it? Pizza Party has run that way. Um, Ash. There goes the AC again. Hmm. Ash will move here and cover Tugyu's back, just in case Buzz decides to go there. But I'm also going to turn to the right so that I can cover this flank. Those two. Right, Buzz, Tabloid, and Turnaround get to move. Oh, Tabloid decided he wanted to get in Hoser's way. Okay, well, Hoser, I guess we'll walk forward 3 hexes. I had been planning on running to there this turn, but no. I mean, we could go here or here if we wanted to, but honestly, we just have to turn and move to that hex next turn. And that's 2 movement points. From this hex, 2 movement points gets us further ahead. We do have to go through a heavier woods, but if we go here, you know, we can also kick Tabloid, whereas moving here, we can't. So, I'm willing to give up a hex of movement for a kick. Oh, Tentacle Shogun had not moved yet. I did not realize. Tentacle Shogun is actually one of the bigger units in the. Yeah, if Tentacle Shogun stays down here, then all 3 of those guys are going to have to escape to call it a win. Just because he's worth almost 5,000 points. She's worth 3,300. Worth 2,300. He's worth 2,900. So yeah, just because he's like equivalent to half the lance. Let's get him close to Buzz, and we'll kick him. Okay, we are officially at the 2-hour mark. But Gemini's not here, so, okay, Earl ejected, Bijou ejected, and Pizza Party successfully stood up. He needed a 3, got a 7. Wyvern. Actually, you know what? I don't know when Gemini's going to be home, and, yeah, I don't know if she's planning on coming in the front door. So this, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and save it after movement, but before shooting. And this was, what was the name of this battle again? Hold on. Oh, no. Picket line breakthrough. Okay. We're gonna call this one breakthrough. And we're also going to call it exit save. And we're going to save this campaign in the right folder this time. I noticed last time I actually had saved my campaign in the Save Games folder, which is for where I save the MegaMek save file. So yeah, we are putting this in the correct folder this time as version 2 of 0305 530506. Carpathice, if you're still here, it was good having you. By rank, always a pleasure, of course. Glad you guys could make it. I'm actually showing I've got a few viewers in Twitch, so thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. And catch me next week at the same bat time at the same bat channel.